What's going on YouTube? It's Toxin here, and today is a funny little video. This is pretty stupid. I just wanted to talk about it real quick because I think this is hilarious. I was watching a Hypnocast yesterday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and Hypnotic was talking about Kim Belair because she did like I guess some kind of conference or whatever. I mean, we'll look at it, but the reason I'm talking about this today is if you don't know who Kim Belair is, she is the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc. If you heard about Sweet Baby Inc., you know all the BS. I'm not really going to get into that in this video, but I just want to do this video because we found something out. But let's go ahead and look at the video. This is the video that was put out, let's see, 1 day ago. It's the XOXO Festival. And let's go over it a little bit. And I think she'll introduce herself in this video too in case you didn't know who it was.
I'm Kim Belair. In my circles, I'm largely considered, I think, a relatively nice person. These are my dogs, Sage and Flaky. These are my cats, Tag and the Gray Boy. I really enjoy Lego.
Now I'm gonna stop the video there.
I'm
gonna stop the video right there for a second because let's go back and I'll show you why I stopped the video.
By day, I am the crazed CEO of Sweet Baby Inc., the DEI-obsessed censorship mafia who is currently ruining and wokeifying all of the video games that you've ever played.
So there you go. That's who Kim Belair is now, you know. And it's like a little bit of a brutal honesty. She pretty much explains exactly who she is in like 2 seconds. If you don't know anything about Sweet Baby Inc., that's who Sweet Baby Inc. is. She's the CEO. They've been ruining games. Any game that's come out that they're involved with has been destroyed. If you heard about, let's see, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, that game was Sweet Baby Inc., and we know what happened with that game. But let's continue.
Thank you.
Now this is why I stopped the video. Let's check it out. What is going on back here? What is going on back here? Damn! Bro, Kim Belair is thick AF, bro. You know, I don't like hating people, and you know, it's hard to hate somebody with a wagon like that, bro. Like, oh my God, what is going on back there? She's smuggling hams. She's hiding meat back there. What is going on?
Thank you. It's hard work.
Bro, look at that. That is crazy, bro. That's just a dude. Look at the side profile with the sweater on. Now imagine she didn't have the sweater on. She's just like smuggling hams back there. Come on, Kim. What are you doing? What are you doing, Kim?
If you haven't heard of Sweet Baby Inc., thank you. That's actually how I prefer it. But if you have, it's either because of the over 80 amazing and often award-winning games that we've worked on, or actually one of those, Usual June, was at this very conference.
So yeah, Sweet Baby Inc. does is companies hire them, and they go to these game studios and they say you need to make all your characters gay. You need to put trans people in your games. They all have to have a Killmonger haircut. That's pretty much the gist of it. And what happens is once these consulting groups get involved with these game studios, they start taking away focus from the story, and they start putting focus on injecting diversity in games where it doesn't fit the story. So well, if you played Spider-Man, that was a game where it wasn't too intrusive. Spider-Man 2, there's stuff in the game where you're like, oh, this is woke BS. They put this there on purpose. And it's annoying, but it's not game breaking. It doesn't destroy the game. But then you have other games like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, where, you know, it's just in general not a bad game, and it's kind of a little bit intrusive as to why they do things. And recently they just put out a DLC where they put in, I think, Deadshot's daughter. You know, just putting more characters in the game. Now, if you're doing it genuinely, then it's really not a problem. The problem is that recently they've been doing it so much that anytime they do something like this, it seems very disingenuous. So you kind of right away go to, oh, it's woke, even if that wasn't the intention. But it is what it is. They've oversaturated the market with this crap, so it is just becoming way too aggressive. So every time it happens, now the first thing that's gonna come into your mind is, oh, this is woke. But anyway, also, if you know anything about DC Comics, Deadshot would lose his mind if his daughter was to ever become a criminal. That's just That's not the life he wanted for his daughter. And if he were to put a character in there, put his daughter in their game as a villain, that he would lose his freaking mind. Also, they made Mr. Freeze a woman, a lesbian woman, even though there already is female villains that you could use like Killer Frost. Um, Also, a character's sexuality has nothing to do with a video game unless it serves the story specifically. We don't need to know who people are attracted to in these type of games, so it's just kind of silly. So, yeah, that's it.
So yeah, you've either heard us from all of these wonderful games, or perhaps you're familiar with the nearly year-long hate campaign that has been waged against us as a team. Unfortunately, today I'm here to talk about that in a talk I'm going to. You've either heard us from all of these wonderful games, or
So this
perhaps
is
you're familiar.
this looks like a YouTube thumbnail, and they talked about this on Hypnotic's show last night, and that's actually one of his videos. So yeah, that's what you're gonna see a lot. Channels that talk about this. It's always the same channels. It's it's a Gundam. Hypnotic talks about it a lot. Endymion, Veridark. And listen, there's nothing wrong with these channels. So for these people that say these are hate campaigns, you have to understand that YouTube is just a platform. People make videos. They have to have a topic, and in order to get views on your videos, you have to make topics that people want to click about. So they're gonna make these videos. Smash JT, all these. They're gonna make these videos. They're gonna. If you don't watch the videos, it doesn't affect your life. But if you're on YouTube all day searching yourself, looking up these videos, they're gonna bother you, right? If somebody's talking about you, they're gonna bother you, and they're probably gonna watch this video too, to be honest. But if you're on YouTube watching these videos all day, every day, it's gonna bother you. And if you don't get on YouTube, it's almost like it doesn't exist. If you don't subscribe to these channels, you never hear about them. It's just people getting in your ear and telling you, hey, they made a video on you, but just ignore it if it really bothers you that much. Everybody gets death threats on the internet from random people on the internet. If you have a YouTube channel, people harass you. It's happened to me. It happens to everybody. So crying, saying, "Oh, I'm getting death threats," that just happens. And also, 4chan is the scum of the earth. It's always been that way. It's been that way for decades. When I got on 4chan, like maybe almost 20 years ago, that's what it was. Um, it's always been like that. That's just the nature of the internet itself. But if you focus on negativity, you're gonna find negativity, right? So that's just a little advice for Kim Belair. Your life is not over. You just have to pivot to what you're doing. You're putting too much focus on, I guess, the business that you created of putting DEI in video games. It's taking too much focus away from storytelling, and once you take away from storytelling, it affects games in a negative way. Again, if a game is really, really good, then it's not going to tank either way, right? Also, you can't give so much power to small groups, and you can't call everybody alt-right. You can't call everybody who disagrees with you a far right, whatever, because when you label people, you're giving a small groups of people way, way, way too much power, and it doesn't work like that, okay? So, again, when it comes to YouTube, people put clickbait in their videos. They sensationalize topics to get views, obviously. That's really not a reason to cry about it on the internet.
Familiar with the nearly year-long hate campaign that has been waged against us as a team. Unfortunately, today I'm here to talk about that in a talk I'm going to call "What Happens When You Get Harassed?"
So there you go. I mean, they're gonna cry about harassment on the internet. People don't hate you for no reason, Kim. People hate Sweet Baby Inc. is because they're destroying games. If these games were really, really good, nobody would take a second thought to even worry about these freaking companies. Nobody would know who you were. Nobody would care because the games are good. People are buying games. Nobody's harassing Bandai Namco because something that wasn't or was in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Spider-Man had some woke elements into it, but nobody's harassing Insomniac. And let's see, nobody's harassing Game Science. Well, they kind of try to harass Game Science for not being woke enough, so I guess that's one thing. But when games are really, really good and everyone's having a great time, nobody's harassing studios. They don't just pick on people for no reason. Nobody's harassing Nintendo because, Zelda is not woke enough, or she should be a lesbian in the game for some. It's none of that. So knock it off. I just wanted to make this video because Kim Belair's thick AF. Look at that. That's crazy. Look at those cheeks, man. That's cake. She's a good-looking woman, man. Unlike people like Alyssa Mercante, who's not attractive at all, is just mean and nasty spirited. At least Kim Belair seems to be off, just by looking, she seems to be a nice person. She doesn't seem disingenuous and nasty. Like a Alyssa Mercante is just generally nasty and vile. But hey, Kim, knock it off, man. Just relax. You don't need to do a whole conference on people attacking you. People don't hate you as a person. Maybe they do, but they're pissed off because you're screwing up video games, not just individual games, but the entire industry. And it's showing in the numbers. Okay, so money talks, BS walks. And yeah, thanks for gracing us with this wagon back there. Like Jesus Christ, holy schmoly! Look at that. Damn. Anyway, I just wanted to do that video because man, those cheeks, bro, those cheeks. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Like and subscribe. Peace out.